So I have come to share a good legal news with you. That legal news is that when the government stays firm and crisp, when it stays strong, when it clearly says what it wants, these global big corporations completely fall in line. Except Twitter, which is still like this, but it will fall in line. I'll discuss that with you, and I will not do a 10 p.m. live. This is my last live today. If you're joining for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. I was planning to do this at 10 p.m., but this news just came in, and I thought I should share it with you. In February, 3 months had been given to these companies: Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, Snapchat, everything. Those who were significant social media companies. They have all now complied except Twitter, whose compliance is very wishy-washy, and I'll tell you why. Legally, it is wishy-washy. Firstly, yesterday, you remember my praising the government's reply to Twitter? That crisp, blunt, to the point, completely unlike a government reply. Sometimes you have to be unlike the government. Sometimes you have to speak bluntly and clearly, and then they fall in line. Indian government had said that you operate in India, you appoint a chief compliance officer, nodal contact officer, grievance officer who is supposed to be an Indian resident and share their details. Yesterday night, after a stern communication by the government, and one of them, that letter to Twitter, I have discussed, or reply to Twitter, I have discussed with you in detail. If you haven't seen it, you can see it. It's on the YouTube. You can go back and see it. Now a report has come that all of these companies have complied. LinkedIn also has complied. All of them, ShareChat, Snapchat, there's so many, have complied except Twitter, which has sent the address of a lawyer. So they are about to comply. They have sent the address of a lawyer as if he is a nodal officer or a grievance officer, but that's not correct, because the grievance officer has to be an employee of the company. Lawyer is not an employee of a company. So while Twitter had seeked to dance around it, but after the blunt response by the government, every other company has also fallen in line, and so have they. If you have any question, you can ask me. But anyways, I don't think so there is much question. What happened to my mic? Yeah. The government stays firm, and they have scored a good victory in this. But it's an ongoing battle. I just came in my last video, said how Facebook has changed its rule on lab leak and where it will lead vis-a-vis what is happening and how COVID started. So these are very powerful companies, but they are nothing compared to India. Nothing compared to India. So they've all fallen in line. Good news. Now let us see further action, further compliances. But if the government stays with this intention, every one of these companies will comply, including the most extreme of them, Twitter. Take care. Have a good night.